Enjoy the LA feel. All right, our first guest tonight is a comedian and actor who plays Tobias Funk. Am I going to hear the waves all show? No, I kind of like it. I wish it was a little warmer. I think we can do with that. He plays Tobias Funk on the wonderful series Arrested Development, and you also know him as reporter at Doc 2 from the TV movie Amelia Earhart, The Final Flight. Say hi to David Cross. David, come on out. Nice stuff.
Good stuff.
What's happening?
Nothing. Oh, am I supposed to stand?
No, not at all. I don't see the ocean every day, so it's just.
Oh.
I don't know. It's just beautiful.
Really get a magazine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sprung for a photo. I thought you'd have like rolling videotape at least, but it's a photo.
Yeah.
How cheap is that? All right.
Yeah.
And I think it's exciting and.
Play the wave. Where are the waves? Let's just, I mean. Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
Listen for the Hispanic child. Yeah, there he is, running along.
Do you recognize this beach?
Unless you doctored it up, I mean, that looks enjoyable. Well, you go to that beach, right?
Yeah, we can enjoy that.
Have you been to LA and seen the beach? Just Santa Monica. Maybe there's 4 or 5 days when it's really beautiful, crystal clear.
Yeah.
Kind of, a hint of blue, but mostly it's gray and dirty and bloody. Sometimes it's bloody.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But it's cool that you're taking the show to LA.
Yeah, thanks. No, we're excited now.
Yeah.
Now I'm really excited.
Well, there's more to LA than the beach.
Like what else is there? I mean,
sometimes Paris Hilton is there.
Oh, really? That's what I wanted to talk to you about, because I haven't been there in a long time. We're taking the whole staff, a couple of things, because you shoot Arrested Development in LA. You've been, I guess, wrapped for about a month now. You've been back in New York? Is that right?
About 3 weeks.
But when you're out in LA, you've been there, I guess, a lot more than I have. Do you go out much when you're there?
Not really, no. In LA, not when I'm working.
I wanted to learn how to name drop a little bit better. I want to be a good name dropper, and I thought you might be able to help me out with that.
Sure.
So when I'm out, I say the right names. I don't know who's sort of big in LA, but I want to just sort of casually name drop.
Sure, I'll tell you who's really big right now is anybody who's on a current reporter on 60 Minutes. You definitely like Mike Wallace.
Okay.
People like freak out when you're
so
like.
So just how do you throw?
Barbara Walters, I know she's on ABC. People will freak out, especially kids. You're like.
Like if I'm at a bar, I could work it into just like talking to a girl or something.
Well, yeah, just be on the phone, like yo dog, peep this. I'm hanging with Barbara Walters. And
really?
People are like, yeah, freak out.
It doesn't seem like that would help you get any action out there, but I'll take your word for it.
Watch Nick at Night.
Yeah.
Choose any couple of those shows. Chico and the Man, whatever. Jack Albertson, yo man, I'm hanging with Jack.
That's the deal, huh?
Yeah.
What about
Maude?
Maude?
People love Maude.
Okay. We had Will Arnett here from Arrested Development, and we started talking about the show's fate next year, and then we got into a long conversation.
I know. I now know. I didn't know who you were talking about at first, but now I know.
Oh, Will
Arnett from the show.
Yeah.
I don't watch it.
Yours.
It's on Fox.
Yeah.
Well, it's not mine, and
right.
Per se, but yeah, I've dabbled on it.
Yeah. Well, I think of it as yours. I think because I know you better than
I think a lot of
Bateman
people
or the other guys.
Yeah. I don't know who you're talking about in that last one, the Bateman. Don't know, but yes.
I really gonna have. I'm trying to name drop, and it's not
You're
working.
You're not very good at it.
No, I'm not. Well, what is the deal with the show next year? Do you know?
We don't know yet. We should. I mean, hopefully we'll know good news. Perhaps in a couple weeks, whenever they announce up front. So I know more than Arrested Development, I'm excited about Life on a Stick, which really looks funny, right? Looks pretty good. And some new reality shows that are coming out.
Oh, it's a jogger on the beach there.
Yeah.
It's that kind of stuff I got to get used to when we shoot the show in LA.
Yeah, definitely. People, you're shooting on the beach, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then you will.
Well,
have
the
joggers.
stuff like that, I guess, would happen.
Yeah, you'll have people looking at you, like, kind of stopping in place, going like, "Why are they shooting a show?" and give you
on
a dirty
the beach.
look.
Yeah, but we'll have to learn how to just let it slide and continue the great conversation.
Yeah, but they're all like Jewish television comedy writers that will jog on the beach when you're doing a show. And
so that was an authentic moment.
That's totally authentic.
Okay.
Yeah. That's all you see at the beach is Jewish comedy.
Well, good. And I think I'm really going to be ready for it now.
You're good. You're
Thank you. I can tell when you're back in New York because you're always in Page 6 and they write you up like you have trouble at bars. Does that have anything to do with you wanting to sort of own your own so you can, you know, act a fool in your own?
Page 6. No, Page 6 they're liars, or they print. I mean, and you know what else is? I find myself reading that kind of gossipy stuff and believing it, even though I've had been on the other side where I know it's not true, or like half of it's true.
You believe your own stuff or other stuff?
No, other stuff. Even though I know how they just make up.
Yeah.
They make it up.
Yeah, some of it's just completely false.
It's like a guy overheard somebody describing what happened at the bar, and they got half of it right, but the half they got wrong is so. You know, first of all, I'm not a Nazi. I'm not anti-Semitic. I have no, seriously, I have no ties to the Nazi Party. So, like, stuff like that comes out, you're like, what?
Right.
You know?
Your buddy Patton's here. You know, what should we know about Patton before he comes out?
He's brilliant.
You love him.
He's one of the best comics in America right now.
Fantastic.
I'd say.
And you're going to hang?
In my humble opinion. I guess.
All right, David Cross is here. We'll be right back with Patton Oswalt after this. The music of Akon, that's Milo Z over there.
Yes, they do. Come on back here, trying to tell me. My house down, stop my heart down to the ground, down.
All right, welcome back. David Cross is hanging out. Our next guest is one of the top stand-ups in the country. You've also seen him on King of Queens. Say hi to the very funny Patton Oswalt. Patton.
Man.
Welcome. Good to see you. What's happening?
I've got so much sand in my ass crack.
Yeah, it's nice out here, right?
It's not bad. Although this is what I use on my sleep machine at night, this noise. I may not.
I actually like this. What, do you have the sleep machine that has multiple noises? Or
yeah,
is it just...
they've got this. They have the thunderstorm, the rainforest.
Like the water.
Yeah.
Is there one that you like better than the other? Is this the one that helps you
I like white trash knife fight, which it's two people trying to stab each other, and because it's outside your window, and you go, wow, my life is not that bad, and you actually
that helps you fall asleep.
Yeah. Have you heard Incontinent Toddler?
No,
Incontinent.
Is that the new Sharper Image one?
Yeah.
I gotta get that, man.
Wow. All right. Well,
I have Colicky Baby, but it's just...
Oh, yeah. Well,
it's so fakey, like it's clearly like electronic. It doesn't...
This is a step up. The Japanese did it.
Oh, yeah, God.
How do you two know each other?
Well, we were... I met him when I came to New York last. We were at this bar, and he's hanging out. He's like a huge Nazi, and he's with all his friends. And we're out drinking, and they're really fun. I don't judge how they feel about stuff.
It's so easy to misinterpret.
They wrote it up in Page 6 very accurately. I don't need to go into the whole story, but it was really fun, man.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. And you were just in Vegas? How'd that go?
I was just in Vegas doing a show. It was fun. I like going to Vegas because where, you know, other cities like LA kind of has no past, and New York kind of has no future, and then Las Vegas just has no present. There's no present time. I mean, people in Vegas act like they're just in a lucid dream. Like, I'm not eating all this food and putting my kids' college fund on a single hand of blood. This isn't happening. And then when you like see people checking out, they're just all blinking really hard and like trying to wake up from what they've just done. Like, and wake up. Ah, damn it! I think I did all that. It's awesome.
I don't know if this has anything to do with Vegas, but you're recently engaged?
Recently got engaged. Yeah, it was really nice. Being engaged, I like how like no one clapped. Which no, that's
no, we train. Our audience doesn't do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are they like afraid of you? What did you say to them? I didn't see your warm up, but they're very twitchy.
Yeah, they're
right
there.
Now.
They're there. They're just relaxing on the beach.
No, being engaged is great for the woman, but for the guy, it's not. I mean, I know it's like love forever, but you guys get like a ring and and we kind of don't get anything. And if I give you a ring, I should get like a sword or a helmet or something to wear. You should have to make me a sword or something.
I like that.
Spurs. Can I wear spurs with that?
That seems fair.
Why am I asking you? You know what I mean? Like,
I don't want to step on a bit, so I'm going to keep quiet and just nod like a retarded cousin.
How did your folks think of the news of you getting married?
They well, I took them to Vegas to surprise them, and we go there, and I tell them, and then they're surprised, and now I'm in Vegas for 3 days with my parents. I don't know what to do. So I go, what do you want to do, Mom and Dad? And they instantly go, Cirque du Soleil, because that's like catnip for old people. So they love Cirque du Soleil. And I mean, I know I've heard of Cirque du Soleil. I'd never seen it, so I got them. We all get tickets. We all go. And Cirque du Soleil is like what a gay French dude sees in his head when he's tired and horny. There's a naked guy on a trapeze with his penis flying around, and there's a hedgehog with a boner on a tricycle, and 3 clowns are masturbating on a ghost. Everything is like wet and French and gay and on fire at the same time. And the crowd, here's what was weird. The crowd is nothing but like red state, pro-Bush, total solid American citizens giving standing ovations to the gayest thing I've ever seen in my life. So all this stuff about
maybe they think it's art, you know.
Well, I mean, the idea that gay marriage was ever an issue is so insane in this country. Like, apparently, if gays want to have legalized marriage, just find a way to incorporate like a hoop on fire and a tiger in a tuxedo or something.
Everybody else will sanction it.
Exactly.
It's
like, do you mind if me and my life partner put on tuxedos and kiss and pledge eternal love? It's like, screw you, queer. How about I blow them on a tightrope? It's like, awesome. Can we bring our children? Like, that doesn't make sense to me.
That's great.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
You liked that one, didn't you?
Oh, your cousin got into that. The new documentary is the Comedians of Comedy. And
yeah.
I know it was at Austin at the film festival.
Yeah, we showed it at South by Southwest, and people really seem to like it. And now we're going to be on tour.
Is it just as if the documentary follows comedians on the road?
Yeah, me and our friends Brian Posehn and Zach Galifianakis and Maria Bamford just touring small rock clubs, which I totally stole the idea from you. I just ripped you off.
Well, it'll happen.
Yeah, he toured a bunch of rock clubs, and then you and I did a club together in San Francisco, and comedy clubs are fine for what they are, but there's the 2-drink minimum, and there's a charge to get in, and there's a lot of like younger fans that they just can't afford to go. So I was like, I'll just book smaller rock clubs. I'll steal this guy's idea. Book smaller rock clubs. You can charge much less admission, and
you can do as much time as you want to.
And
did
do
that
as
work?
much time. Oh, it was so much fun. You'll see in the documentary. It's like this loose, really fun shows. You can do as much time. You can really mess around with the format. It's not that rigid like MC feature headliner.
Right.
It's just this really loose, fun show, and now we're doing it again. This Friday in 2 days on April 15th, starting in Houston.
In Houston, yeah. Well, thank you for being here, and we'll look for the Comedians of Comedy coming, I guess, more or less to a town.
To a town.
The documentary itself isn't out. Friday the 15th in Houston. David Cross, Arrested Development, Sundays at 8:30 on Fox. Thank you very much. Patton Oswalt, everybody. Thanks for being here. And David Cross. We'll be right back with Akon right after this. No one's buying this beach crap. No one's buying it, huh? This ain't working?
Don't put me in that thing.
He's going for a swim. All right, Patton Oswalt's here, David Cross. And here to perform Lonely from his debut album, Trouble. We did a whole setup on the beach for him, too. Give it up for Akon, everybody.